that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Today, I'm going to be talking about statement convenience and savings, giving you an overview of how LKCS statements can help you improve your marketing and save you money. Before I get too deep into the presentation, for those of you who may not be familiar with LKCS, we are a full-service marketing company and have been in business since 1961. We cater specifically to financial institutions, and we provide a wide array of services from statements, which we're going to be covering today, to websites, social media management, direct mail, and many others. So if you have any topics that you think you might want more information on, please feel free to reach out to me or to any members of our sales team, and we'll get you what you need. A custom-tailored solution. We know that your individual wants and needs are specific to your financial institution. With over 60 years of statement processing experience, we've seen a few things, and we know what it takes to turn your statements into something that is uniquely yours, and best of all, that it looks good doing it. Our services aren't a one-size-fits-all solution. We provide you with a completely customized statement layout that is designed to your liking. Our statement design and programming team loves a challenge, and we aren't afraid to see how we can help you out. From there, we offer the ability of customized marketing opportunities down to the member level. I will discuss this more in detail later on in the presentation, but I want you to keep in mind that this is more than just a simple message. It can be full-blown graphics and advertisements. Additionally, we have a world-class e-statement solution that is constantly improving and upgrading. We are currently in the process of building a whole new system, and we hope to roll that out sometime in 2023. On top of that, we give you access to key personnel and management. So in the case that any issues or questions may arise, you will have someone to talk to. Typically, we respond in minutes, but in a case where everybody's in meetings or busy, we'll get back to you within an hour or two. We do our best to stay on top of things and to be there for you. Our experienced team has mastered the process of verifying your statements. We work quick and effectively to ensure that each step of the process, your data is correct and without errors. Our experienced team has We currently process statements for over 230 financial institutions all over the country. We ourselves, we're located in North Central Illinois, but whether you're on the East Coast, West Coast, or even Hawaii, our client statements are mailed and they arrive in a timely manner. So like I said before, we want to make your statements look and feel unique to your specific wants and needs. We feel that your statements should look the way that you want them to. When programming begins, we sit down with you and discuss any specific formatting options, styles, or elements that you would like to incorporate. There are also no worries if you are unsure how you want to format your statement. We can also show you different samples to help guide in your decision. If there's something you've seen from a different vendor that you haven't seen from us when we get to that, you can always show us that as well, and we'll gladly take a look to see how we can help. So as you can see here, we have an example of both the raw statement data as well as statement data reformatted. It is important to note that both of these statements contain the exact same data. The one on the left is what you would typically see coming from a core system. It meets all compliance requirements and can be sent out as such, but I think we can all agree that it's pretty hard to look at and it's not easy to read. We take this data and process it through our system to output a good-looking, easy-to-read statement with space incorporated to advertise directly onto your statements. As you can see here, we can group specific sections together, filter out unnecessary information, and prominently display important information. So once again, this is the same data, just reformatted to make it much easier for the account holder to read. Flexible statement design. Like before, here are some examples of reformatted statements just to show you that there really is no limit to the layout that we can do. Our statement preprints can be printed in both 1 and 2 color layouts that allow you to get your brand specific colors featured prominently on your account holder statements. In addition to 1 and 2 color printing, we also offer full color laser printing. This is a good way to really make your statements pop. Additionally, the price of full color versus black and white ink has gone down significantly over the last few years. So if this was something that you looked into a while back and you wrote it off because it was too expensive, it might be worth your while to look into this again just to see what it would cost, because it has gone down. On top of our ability to reformat your statements into a good-looking, easy-to-read piece, we can also reformat and send other documents that you may need, such as credit card statements and daily notices. We can handle just about any document that you can think of that you might need to send. Additionally, we can also go as far as combining your credit card statements with your regular statement mailing to send them out at the exact same time. So don't hesitate to reach out if you have any ideas. Now that you have an idea of how we can set up the statements themselves, let's talk about how you can turn them into a marketing tool. What is TransPromo? It is a compound expression formed from the words transaction and promotional. What we mean by this is that we are able to combine promotions and advertisements into your existing transaction-related documents, such as statements. So you have to send your statements anyway. Why not advertise the other offerings you have while you're at it? Take advantage of the free postage you have to pay anyway, and turn your statements into a targeted advertising piece. A very simple and effective example of this are statement ads or onserts. Print ads directly onto your statements for pennies. Since the space for these is already formatted into your statement when we set it up, it's as simple as providing us a graphic in the correct dimensions, and we can take it from there and make it appear on every single statement. You aren't limited to short, text-only messages. We can accommodate everything from graphics, logos, fonts, etc. without having any issues, and we can even go as far as personalizing the ads. This can be set up to send to all the members within a statement file, or we have the ability to even target only specific groups of members to receive these. In many cases, it's just as simple as filtering off of your existing statement file and using that to send to specific numbers. If we aren't able to do that, usually we're able to use a supplemental list that can be used in its place that'll get us what we need. There really is no limit to how broad or specific you can get with these. In the past, we've even gone as far as sending over 20 different targeted ads in the exact same mailing. These ads can either be designed yourself or you can send them to us. Or even our awesome design team would be glad to put something together for you. Additionally, we have a catalog of many different topics and graphics that are available to you at no cost. These are available online. We have a catalog. You can pull them out and you can select them right off our website and submit them to us, and we'll add them to your statements as needed. So as you can see here, here's an example of a few of those onserts to help give you an idea. So this helps to give you an idea of the different capabilities we have here. And I also wanted to note that adding variable data and personalization to these isn't a problem. Another method of TransPromo marketing is sending statement letters. We can include a personalized direct mail letter as the first page of your statements. This gives you the ability to run a direct mail campaign to your account holders without having to shell out the postage associated with sending these on their own. Once again, you've got to send your statements anyway, so why not make the most of the postage? Promote your other services while you're at it as well. According to the Data and Marketing Association, personalized letters remain as the most effective method of direct mail. Think about it. You probably receive over 100 emails a day, but only a handful of physical mail. If you can put a personalized and relevant offer in front of a prospect, their odds of them looking at it and remembering you are much higher than the other person who just sent them an email that they never even saw. Sorry about that. Accidentally hit the button. Some examples of letters include things such as pre-approvals, product promotional, referral campaigns, skip a pay, investment relationship. You can welcome new members, even wish them a happy birthday during their birth month. The possibilities here really are infinite on what you can do with letters. So another great method that we offer for trans-promo marketing is envelope backprinting. If you think about it, it's almost impossible to open an envelope without seeing the backside, unless it's intentional. Account holders opening your statements will see this. Your statement envelope is essentially a billboard, so you better put it to use. At the cost of just over a penny per envelope, we can print and display directly onto your envelopes and add yet another place for prospects to see what you have to offer. New stock designs are added each quarter for you to choose from. And if you don't see anything you want, our design team will gladly make something custom for you. Or if you have your own unique ad, we can set that up as well. Those are just some of the ways you can turn your statements into a marketing tool. Below are examples of other campaigns that we can set for you. Reach out to new members and thank them for their business. Send a thank you letter congratulating someone for paying off their loan. Send auto loan recaptures, birthday messages, loan payment coupons, insurance, mortgage, investments, business accounts, new mergers and acquisitions, new segs. If you can think of it, chances are we can probably do it. So take advantage of cross-sell opportunities, and because once again, you've got to send your statements anyway. Now that you've seen what marketing we can do directly on your statements, we can also connect these same ads to online campaigns. So essentially, the way the campaign suite works is that we incorporate automation and digital advertising alongside your direct mail piece to help draw attention to your product or service. First, we include the direct mail piece with your statements to get the information in front of your prospect. Included on this is a call to action that pushes recipients to visit your website for more information. Once they get to your website, a tracking cookie is then added to those visitors to allow retargeting ads to start. The prospect will then begin to receive ads related to the promotion as they browse around online, similar to how if you're on Amazon and you see something you think about buying and you click on it, but then you decide not to, and later on you're searching Google and you see an ad for it on the side of the page. This is exactly the same thing we're doing here. So once that happens, the prospect will then begin to receive ads related to the promotion as they browse online. From there, we also send social media ads to help keep your product on the user's mind and relevant so that when it comes time, they think of you. After the campaign is complete, we also send you a detailed report of the results for you to study and determine the changes that you may want to make for next time around. So this helps give you some A to B testing and actual results where that you can look at and decide where the best place would be to make your changes. Another great tool that we now offer is the ability to track your member statements using LKCS's DataFlex Mail Tracker. With this tool, you'll be able to know exactly where your member statements are at within the mail stream, helping you provide a level of member service that is expected these days. Users can gain insight into when mail is expected to be delivered, how quickly it's actually delivered, and identify the sources of any potential delays. Results are displayed in an intuitive dashboard that can be viewed online. If you want any more information on this service, please let me know. Here's a screenshot from the dashboard to give you more of an idea on how everything works. As you can see, it displays statistics and visual diagrams to show you the performance of a mailing. Once again, if you want more information on this, please do not hesitate to reach out. On top of our great statement service, we also offer e-statements. Some of the advantages of our e-statements include that you are able to deliver any type of document electronically, whether that be the statements themselves, tax forms, account notices, or any other documents. Our e-statements are mobile friendly. It is statistically proven that over 50% of internet users browse strictly on a mobile device. So if your e-statements aren't easy to view on your member's phone, then don't be surprised if they start to look elsewhere for somebody that can. All trans promo marketing techniques covered previously in this presentation can also be incorporated into your e-statements. So you can also target your e-statement members similarly to the way you're targeting your regular statement members. You are able to link items such as newsletters, disclosures, and inserts directly to your e-statements to give users access to the same information sent to your statements. Send users a customizable, trackable email notification to let them know when their information is ready. Optional text message notifications are available as well. And then we store 12 months of data standard, but we can store data for you as long as you want. Just let us know and we can get you a number for what it would cost. And best of all, you can review all your statements, tax forms, and any other notices online before they're even sent out. Some other advantages of your e-statements include that they are guaranteed to post within 24 hours or less from when we receive a file, though this usually typically only takes us a couple of hours. Another one is that your e-statements will display in full color. Obviously, color doesn't cost anything on a digital display, so your e-statements will be in color, letting you make the most of your colorful ads or letters. Your employees have online access to all documents, not just people signed up for e-statements. This essentially gives you access to a database of your statement to access as needed. Of course, not everyone on your team will need access, so we make it easy to grant and block permissions for different employees with different tasks. Complete reports are also available and can be pulled directly off of the platform whenever necessary. Enrollment is easy, and best of all, when a user enrolls, they instantly gain access to historical documents, giving you yet another positive reason to help them make that switch over to e-statements. Single sign-on integration is also available with multiple online banking vendors. So if you are curious if we can do this for you, don't hesitate to reach out and I'll get you the info. Here's an example of an onsert displayed on an e-statement. Just like the regular statements, it's right on the e-statement. It's exactly the same way as your printed statement onserts appear. On the other hand, though, newsletters, inserts, and other pieces that would typically be sent with the statement are set up a little bit different, and they appear as banner ads. This appears at the top of the page within the platform for your users to access. These can be set up to link directly to a web page or to any PDFs. Additionally, we can make these appear for all account holders or for only select groups if needed. Another thing to note is that each banner ad is flagged with a new ribbon until the user clicks on it. Okay, so now that you've seen what we have to offer for both statements and e-statements, I want to emphasize one of the most important aspects of our service, the privacy and security. The privacy and security of your information is critical in all aspects of our operations. Below are some of the many ways that we help to ensure the security of your data. I won't go too much into detail here, but I will include some of the highlights, which are our SOC 2 compliance. We undergo annual SOC Type 2 audits to ensure your data is secure. We verify your statement, page, and envelope counts multiple times throughout the process to ensure that they are accurate. This helps to ensure that if there is ever an issue, we catch it early and avoid as many possible delays as possible. Additionally, we have a formal disaster recovery plan in place. This ensures that even if our building becomes unusable from something like a natural disaster, your statements are still going to make it out. Rest assured, if you use us for your statements, we go above and beyond to ensure that they go out on time and correctly. All statement vendors monitor the quality, but most rely on automated controls. Let us put our decades of verification experience to use to effectively and quickly ensure that your statements are correct. We've found that computers alone just can't catch every mistake, and there's no substitute for manual verification. Just because it's done manually doesn't mean it's slower. Time after time, we've proven this with real results. Month after month, We've mailed out over 80% of our statements in one business day, far shorter than the guaranteed 72 hours that we promise. Over the past 6 months, 88% of our statements mailed within two business days. And over the last 12 months, every single one of our clients' statements were sent out and none were mailed late. If I haven't made it clear enough, we do the best possible job we can to make your statements easy and effective so that they can go out quickly and correctly. We truly do go above and beyond. We do that. All right, so that's all I have for you today. Once again, my name is Jake Dudek, and thank you very much for taking the time to see what we have to offer. I'll remain on the line for the next few minutes to answer any possible questions or concerns you might have. But otherwise, have a great rest of your afternoon, and thanks again.